Welcome to DC Coding Gaming. We're doing Railway Empire 2, Mastering Warehouses, the complete guide. So I haven't done a video for a while, but I thought I'd get back to Railway Empire 2 because I actually really enjoyed the game. It was good strategy, good logistics to it, and I'd like to get into warehouses. So firstly, warehouses act as a supply line so that you don't have to have a direct train from the products that you have in rural businesses to cities directly. So what I mean by that, I don't have to put a railway line all the way down here to here, or vice versa. I don't have to do that to Wichita because I'm going to put warehouses. Now, how do warehouses work? Well, the first thing is you have to have a station in your rural business with the product you're going to deliver to the city, to the other city. Because at the moment, if we play, you'll see that this train has got wood coming in to Kansas City, but it's only got Kansas City, so we want something in Topeka. To do that, we'd have to have a warehouse, and to create a warehouse you'd have to click on the station and you'd have to create a warehouse here, and then we'd say lumber. And if you want to automate distribution, this is where if you were storing the goods to transfer to other location, if you said no automatic distribution, then you would have to say how many you want to store and bring over, and what's the minimum you want to store for each journey that comes in for wood. The less you have, the less of that good that will be stored, meaning that it will concentrate on other goods instead of that good. Now, I always do automatic distribution. I really don't think it matters too much unless there's a mission that you want to complete that's very specific and you want to just have that. But then what you can also do is just click on that station where the rural business is and say, look, I want to prioritize this lumber, or I don't want the lumber being picked up, or some etc. And you can prioritize minimum number of wagons or maximum number of wagons, whatever you'd like. So now we're going to say wood. We want wood, and we're going to do automatic distribution. And so we should see that the wood goes to Topeka. We speed up the game, and now you'll see that the train is going lumber to Topeka, and it's got Kansas City. Now, the supply will stop as soon as the city has reached its maximum number it needs. You can go to the city, stock and demand of the city, and see that, and you can see it's got delivery of train 3, and it's got demand per week 0.5. It's got 100% fulfillment. It's going to keep getting wood, so that's good, and it has a supply of 9.4, which will grow. Now, these other cities, you will see that they don't have so much wood and they really need it, but you could see already that Topeka is getting get the wood, which is good, but we don't have wood for Wichita. So how do we get that? Well, we'd have to build another warehouse in Topeka. And we'll have to do wood. So now Wichita should get it. Another one is the wheat. Now we need wheat, so we would actually have to add wheat to these places as well, to warehouses, wheat. So you got 2, 6 is the max, so you know. And there is also a good trick, is flow of goods is a good one to go up on here. It will show you exactly where the demand is, what people really need. So here you could see that they really need wheat, but you could see the flow actually as well. If you just hover away, you could see where the flow is going. So the wheat will be going there, And the wood, you could see, if you hover over the cities actually, you could see where the wood is going to. So that's a very handy tool to have. Another thing I would mention is that you can see this train. Now, you think it's just going to be going to Topeka, but it's not, because the train goes to all three cities for goods that are made in the city. For example, meat is made in the city by having cows. It will go to Topeka, but it will also eventually go to Kansas City once this train is done its first load. Now if we speed it up, you could see actually we are getting meat into here which we didn't have before, and that's because it's different when you have cities producing something. You just have to make sure that the trains are going from one city to the other. Then it will happen. If it was going to Wichita to Topeka, and then there was another train going from Topeka to Kansas City, that method would not work. There's another interesting thing with the warehouses, for instance. Just as an example, if I had a train station here and then a train station here, although it's not a very great place because it's got a building there, but it's very close to the station, so this should work. If they're too far, the stations, from each other on the same city, then this method won't work. And also, really, I would probably put a station there logically, because the cows, this needs cows, and this has a cow farm right next to there, so logically it'd be better to have the station there directly. But in terms of this as just a demonstration, if I had a line going down here, for instance, and then to here, and I built that, and I had a warehouse built, and then I say okay, fine, so I have livestock coming in to then go to here, and I put a train line to here, and then I put a freight. You say yes. It won't work. Why? Because you have to have on both areas the livestock, so the livestock in here and the livestock here. So now, once you speed that up, if you speed it up, the train is going back and it's picking up the livestock to go to Topeka, and it will store the livestock there to go to Wichita. So that's how you do it. That's everything I know about warehouses and how you can benefit from this to make a good strategy up and to use it. And in terms of rural businesses, yes, you can put warehouses there too, and the reason why you'd put a warehouse in the rural business, probably if that was more centered to all your other cities outside, you might want to put a rural business there and then link all the wood, etc. to it. You could do it like this, all the trains linked to here like this, rural business to there, and then what you'd have to do is the train station here you make as a warehouse, so that eventually all the goods that are being brought along this line go to here to be distributed to the other cities. That's another way you could have done this strategy. Just so you guys can think and make up your own strategy and work out how you would do things. It is not necessarily how I've set it up is the right way, and you might have a better one. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening to what I have to say, and see you in the next one.